I've never lost to the Knicks since I've been in the league. I don't think so. Yeah, so it's always fun playing against them though.
Since that video, since that statement from Nicholas Claxton, the Brooklyn Nets are now 13-0 against the New York Knicks. And I will remind you, that was a lie. He lost to the Knicks before when he said that. You see what happens when you lie. But anyway, Knicks Nation, let's talk about it. Final score 120-66. And no, that's not a typo. This wasn't just a win. This was a statement. The Knicks controlled the game from opening tip. 57% from the field, 50% from three, plus 29 on the glass, and the ball was moving all night. But the story isn't just the score. It's how it happened. You had Landry Shamet catching fire, Deuce McBride giving energy on both ends of the court, and the team played unselfish, connected basketball from top to bottom. So tonight, we aren't just celebrating a historic blowout. It's about asking the bigger questions. What does this version of the Knicks tell us? Who's carving out real roles? And what does this mean moving forward as the rotation tightens? Let's get into it. Let's go, Knicks. Sis, you gots to do it. So you muted. I got it.
Hit the intro.
Boom shakalaka! The Knicks are grit. These kids and our party just lit. Bet it's the littest. Trent. You know we lit. Trent. You know we lit. You know we lit. You know we lit. Turn up, no we lit. Turn up. You know we lit. Let's go deep time. You know we lit. Mr. Nixon. You know we lit. Kev, what up? You know we lit fast as the parlay lord. You know we lit Knickerbocker, have a talk. Let's go! We lit.
Yeah. I'm going to mess up Fraz's intro live and direct from your YouTube screen is your favorite Knicks-ish panel, including but not limited to the First Lady of Knicks-ish, Mrs. Knicks. You know what I mean? And obviously me, T-Tom, the spark plug. You feel me? Shout out to the rest of the panel, Knickerbocker, Av, Kev, and Fraz. Hopefully Kev will join us at some point tonight. But if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Sharing is always caring. You know what I mean? Bless the super chat so we could talk about what you want to talk about. You know what I mean? Drop whatever we're doing and we're going to get right into what you talk about once you bless the super chat. And make sure you go to the Shopify. You know what I mean? Cop some merch. Get you a hoodie or something. It's cold outside. You feel me? You need a hoodie. Going across the bottom is the link. If you don't feel like going to the link, go to the YouTube. It's the first thing you see. Cop you some merch. Quick little house cleaning. Shout out to Tanya. Maddie Smooth is in the building. My geyser. Tanya Barber, we see you. Acapulco. That's how you pronounce it. Well, shout out to you for pulling up. You feel me? As always, sis is in the building. Darlene Bryant. You know what I mean? Jimmy J1, my geyser. You know what I mean? Was good. Michael Brown, as always. King, we see you. Walton, we see you. Almighty Finesse, what's the word? You feel me? All right. So let's get into my guy, Marlon. What's good, Brody? We see. We appreciate everybody on the pull up. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all pressing that like button and sharing and keep commenting all show. You heard? But yeah. When throughout the struggles, the one thing we had to look forward to is looking down the road and seeing the Nets on the schedule and being banking on a win and a chance to right the ship. Thank God for the Nets. Thank God for the Nets. Bum ass Nets. Thank you. You feel me? This win took belt to ass to a whole new level. This is child abuse. This ain't just belt to ass. This is child abuse. Because the Brooklyn Nets is the little stepchild of New York, and what the Knicks did tonight should be an ACS case. For sure, because this is abuse. I've never seen nothing like it. It is a historic win. People say that sometimes and be like, yeah, this is a historic win. And they just mean it like, in hyperbole and shit. Nah, this was legit one for the history books. This is the largest win margin in New York Knicks history. What is it, 54? 54. We almost doubled these dudes. We almost doubled them. Listen, I know it's the Nets, right? And I know we're supposed to win. But these wins beating the Nets at any point gives me joy. But beating them in such a manner, oh man. Some of y'all know I used to be doing the Who Run the City pod. So I still get joy from that. Like, yeah, just knowing that the people on the other side are in misery right now. Because the last couple weeks, all the Nets fans could do was talk about the Knicks. I saw it.
BDP.
I'm not even doing that. Mike was good. Yeah, but what you would call it? Yeah, so I know, not even my former co-host, Big Fan Breezy, but Net fans in general over the last couple weeks have done nothing but talk crazy about the Knicks, right? So it brings me joy to just demolish them in the way we did. And not to just harp on them, it's a well-needed victory. You know what I mean? Especially after, calling a team meeting and all that, which we're going to get into later. But to call a team meeting and lose to the Nets would have been absolutely devastating.
For sure.
But yeah, I've been long-winded. I'm gonna land the plane. I'm gonna get Sis's, take on the game tonight. How you feeling about this historic ass whipping?
I mean, it was much needed. I mean, I feel like if we didn't win, I might have lost it. Completely lost it. I've been losing it the last few shows. I think I really would have lost it. But to be honest, the way we were playing, we could have lost to them. So to see a team meeting be called and the Knicks respond in the way they did was huge. That says a lot about them as a team. That kind of kills the narrative that they don't like each other, that they don't respect each other, that they don't get along. Granted, they're the Nets. At some point, you have to turn the corner, and why not today, right? Because the haters are going to say, well, it's only the Nets. The Nets sucked. But if we would have lost to them, y'all would have been having a whole different narrative. So I'm really happy that it happened. Not impressed, although there was good things that we saw. There was a lot of basketball that we saw tonight that took us back to December basketball. A lot of ball movement, a lot of energy, defense, definitely a sense of urgency. And more importantly, making those runs, those 10-point runs, 14-point runs. That's what we were used to seeing. And in the struggling month of January, we weren't seeing that. At no point were the Knicks having these runs. So it was good to see, good to see Landry Shamet go 6 for 6. I understood why they took him out, but I'm like, why are you taking him out? Good to see our starters not have to play huge minutes. And the guys come off the bench and make an impact. Deuce made an impact. Everybody that played tonight scored except Diawara. Every Knick that played tonight scored. That's huge. 28 assists. There we go. That's, you already know the number, 25 or more. But we absolutely did what we were supposed to do. Holding them to just 10 points in the fourth quarter is crazy. Being that it was really our third string in the game that whole quarter for the most part. To just hold them to 10 tells you that, the Knicks are not as bad as what we've seen this month. And just today's game shows you that if they can just figure this out on a consistent basis, we should be okay.
Yeah, nah, definitely. But before I get into some questions, I wish everybody was here because I was watching the shows on when I was gone. I was like, oh man, me and the squad would have got into some arguments. Some arguments because I do get the sentiment where everybody's coming from, feeling that, they might want Mike Brown gone. I get it. I understand. But
I still do.
I strongly disagree. Right. And even though it's the Nets, this game kind of, leans to my point. The things that was wrong with this team wasn't an X's and O's thing. It was an effort thing. You know what I mean? Like, Mike Brown is not the one jogging back on defense instead of hustling back when the teams is trying to push the ball on us. Mike Brown is not the one complaining to the refs instead of getting back on defense. Like, he's not perfect. I'm not saying he's perfect. Does he have flaws in his coaching philosophy? Absolutely. There's a lot of things that I don't like that his coaching philosophy. I still don't want to chucking up 40 fucking threes. I think that's outrageous, right? Especially on nights where we don't have it. But to me, it wasn't an X's and O's thing while we losing these games. It was lack of effort and trying to turn it on in the second half after we played poorly in the first half. Like that was a theme throughout this stretch, is that, okay, we played poorly in the first half. Second half, we lock in and try to make a miraculous comeback. And against the Dallas Mavericks, Coach Brown said it. He said, we didn't change nothing X's and O's wise. I just told the men to go do their job. And we held that team that scored 70-something points in the first half to 38 points in the second half. And I agree because I watched this team. I'm like, it's because we're not playing hard, especially on the defensive end. It's because we're not being disciplined when we're closing out on three-point shots. We're going for pump fakes. We taking bad angles on closeouts. We're getting a lot of flybys, giving up open threes. Like, a lot of the things was effort. But I say all that to say, tonight shows what the Knicks could do when they're giving maximum effort. Tonight, we gave maximum effort on the defensive end. You know what I mean? Like, you saw from the beginning of the game, the intensity was at a high. And I said, okay, we came to hoop tonight. We gonna win this game because it was desperation. You feel me? Like, I don't feel like ever since we won the cup, we played with that desperation. It felt more like we went into games, we're like, we're gonna win. You feel me? Like, we're gonna win. We got so comfortable being able to outscore people, which is dangerous, right? Like, you don't want to just hang your hat on because we are a great offensive team, and we've seen that we had tremendous success outscoring everybody. For that to be where you hang your hat on, like, you, especially when you want to win a championship. Like, all championship teams are great defensive teams. You have to hang your hat on that end. And I know it's difficult because, we got two of our best players are not great defenders. So that's really difficult to be attentive on defense every night when we know that, JB's not a bad defender. He's just undersized, right?
Yeah.
Cat is a bad defender. You feel me? So when you have those two things, kind of hard to be in like. But tonight, everybody was locked in. And to be perfectly honest, in that first half was some of the best defense I've ever seen JB play. Got stuck on Michael Porter Jr. and I was very impressed. Like, good closeout. Not leaving his feet and getting lost on pump fakes, but yet still giving a great closeout and making it a difficult shot. I seen Cat coming over to help in defense, which is he has some of the worst help defense on the face of the earth. But tonight he was there when he needed to be, and everybody was connected. That's why I think, like, again, I don't think that he's perfect. Does he has flaws in his coaching philosophy? Absolutely. You know what I mean? But firing him is definitely a knee-jerk fear reaction. We know what the season is, right? We know it's the season of destiny, right? And I think the call for him being fired is more of fear of seeing like, oh, we might be in trouble. The season of destiny might not happen. So that won't help anything. I promise you it won't. Firing Mike Brown won't help anything. That will not put us closer to where we need to be, right? What happened is what needed to happen, right? We needed the team to get together, and I'm being super long-winded. I'm sorry. The Cat, like, when in the Dallas game, the Cat was on the bench telling them, "Yo, stop looking to the coaches to help us. We gotta fix this. This is about us." You know what I mean? And if that's the message that he was giving on the bench, I'm pretty sure that's the message that he gave in the team meeting. And you have to, as coaches get a lot of the blame, right, for when things don't work, because they make a lot of the decisions. But also, they're not the ones who play the game. Coach can tell you what to do till you blue in your face, till you blue in his face. You got to go out there and actually do the shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like we underperformed, under-executed throughout this stretch. But I don't know if you want to respond to that or not. You don't have to. I got questions.
I understand what you're saying. And, I hold Cat accountable for, what he has or hasn't done. However, as the coach, you have to also make adjustments and do what I think. Let me just be real clear. I've been saying all damn season the offense needs to run through Cat in the first quarter. And today, it may not have ran through him, but they got him very involved in the first quarter. And when you do that, you see results defensively. You see a little bit more hustle. And granted, he's a professional player and he should be motivated on his own. But if you know that's what it takes to get him going, then get him going as the coach. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's where I feel that Coach Brown is pretty at fault for some of this. Because one, we already said we don't like his offensive scheme, right? The spray three is trash. Pace not fast, all that good stuff. But if you know that to maximize Cat means get him involved early on, then do it. I mean, it's just, I think both of them have a major part in this, what we've seen thus far.
So from what I've seen throughout this stretch, right, I've seen them try to get Cat going early. I've seen them give Cat the ball. And again, this stretch is not solely on the shoulders of Cat as well. You feel me? But I've seen him not get calls and just kind of give up. I've
seen the frustration for sure. Even today.
So you're not gonna give me the calls? Okay, so I'm not gonna play hard. You feel me? I'm not gonna play hard. And that's another thing Coach Brown is not doing. Coach Brown is not also making Cat fucking get all these offensive fouls.
No, for sure.
momentum killers. Not only momentum killers, but also keep giving the other team more and more momentum. I don't know what it is about him and that shit.
Bro, because today was ridiculous. It was unnecessary.
He did it twice back to back. Back to back. But again, it is not solely on Cat as well. Everybody is to blame throughout this, this awkward stretch that we've been in. Even the Cat. Like, I've caught myself many times throughout this awkward stretch where I'm yelling, "Yo, pass the rock, JB!" Like, you feel me? Like, pass the rock. And like I said, everybody may not have the same thing that they got going wrong, but I could pinpoint something that everybody has done that was wrong. Mikal Bridges' refusal to go to the cup. Refusal. Is a refusal at this point. He could have the lane, but yet he goes to the fadeaway and misses. Like, it was like, that's one thing. I think the only person that I can be like, he wasn't bad was OG in this stretch. OG's been aggressive. He's been attacking the cup. He's been still playing stellar defense. And Mitch, you feel me? The only thing you could ever complain about Mitch about is Nick can't shoot no free throws.
Facts.
But other than that, everybody has something that I was like, this is the reason why. And I feel like as a team, they had to come together. Oh, Mikal did do something today that I was very happy to see. I was in and out of sleep all game. I've been super tired. But in the first half, Ron Dude was good. In the first half, he got the ball. It was a closeout, but he could have probably got that shot off, right? He probably could have got the shot off, which he usually takes that shot, which ends up being a slightly contested three-point shot. He pump faked, took one dribble, hit the midi, wide open. I said, "Oh, this is what you need to be doing. Since you love so much, let's not take fadeaways, turnarounds all fucking game." You feel me? Like, you see the guy, he's in closeout position. You pump fake. If he goes for the pump fake, 2 steps into the 3-point line, open midi. You know what I mean? That was beautiful to see. The way we was pushing the basketball, beautiful to see. Something that we did earlier on in the season and that we did tonight was getting JB in the flow of the offense buckets. You know what I mean? In this stretch, we literally stopped doing that. During this stretch, it was not only JB, everybody was coming up the court, no passes, try to go one-on-one and shooting the basketball. Nasty offense. That should never happen. Unless you got an egregious mismatch, then it should never happen. It was times that I watched OG Anunoby get the ball, come up past half court, go straight into a post-up and shoot. And I'm like, so you just not go past. OG, when have you ever in your whole entire career been that guy? You feel me? No, that's not what we're doing. You feel me? Cat did something too today that was very happy to see. He got a mismatch. Instead of standing outside of the paint, waiting for the ball to go into a post-up and back down pose situation, he pushed his man directly into the paint in front of the rim and got one of the easiest buckets I think I've ever seen Cat got with a defender on him. I was like, why did it take so long for you to realize, hey, instead of me waiting to get the ball to try to make something happen, and then the defense has time to collapse on me, how about I push Michael Porter Jr. into the fucking paint, underneath the basket, like big men did in the time before, and get an easy 2 points. And it was all the little things tonight that we weren't doing that got us this. historic W laid down this historic ass whooping of biblical proportions. I'm going to exaggerate this win the whole show. I fucking hate the Nets. Just let you know.
For sure.
I hate the Nets. So every time I'm going to mention the fact that we win, it's going to be granuloso the description of this ass kicking. But yeah, it was the attention to details. But since I do got some questions, I guess we could do a couple because I'm going to just completely be talking shit most of the night.
You good?
It's
been a while. We've been struggling.
Yeah, for sure. And I told you, I get no greater satisfaction than kicking the Nets' ass. So boom. What stood out most to you tonight? Shooting, ball movement, or the defense?
I have to pick one.
You habitual everything. Sis be like, yo, I gotta give options. Sis be like everything.
I'm gonna say the ball movement. I was gonna say the ball movement and defense, but Brooklyn made it too easy. Defense looked better, but it still was Brooklyn. So I want to see what defense looks like against, let's say, our next opponent in the Sixers. So I'm definitely going to say the ball movement. That, to me, has been lacking huge in this stretch of losses. There was one play. Let me pull up the video. I think I have it. Where I was like, okay, this is the Knicks that I really was missing on. Let me see. Where is it at? This one.
Oh, they should have doubled Brunson there. Look how the ball was moving for the Knicks.
He muscles Clowney out of the way for a right-hand stop.
When we move the ball like that, we're going to get easy baskets just like that, whether it be Cat, whether it be Mitch. And even just seeing, the alley-oop from JB to Mitch in that type of ball movement, like that is definitely what was missed. We say it on the show all the time. We have so many offensive threats that when the ball is moving and we don't let defenses set on us, it's going to be pretty hard to beat us because we have so many threats. So yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, the ball movement was stellar. I'm going to say the defense, right? Again, even though it's the Nets, but the Nets even though they haven't won a lot of games, they got some surprising wins.
They did.
in the win column. It's some surprising ones. So yeah, it's the Nets, but also you can't sleep on anybody for real. And I'm gonna say the defense because it just shows me we've seen throughout the season, in the early part of the season, our team be elite defensively. We've seen it, right? Like we know it's a possibility. Like this is not an admiration situation as far as what we did defensively because we've done it. Yeah, I mean, it just the month of January we've kind of sucked ass at fucking defense, but tonight from off the rip we made it very difficult. You know what I mean? Say what you want about the Nets. Michael Porter Jr. has absolutely been cooking this season, right? He had 12 points tonight, 4 for 14 shooting. You know what I mean? He's been cooking. He's been cooking good teams. He's been cooking bad teams. He's been cooking. They ain't getting no wins because of it, but he's averaging like 27 points a game or some wild shit like that.
Yeah, almost 26. Yeah.
Yeah. He's hooping. You feel me? And not only him, there's only 2 people in double digits tonight. That's beautiful. Holding a team at 66 points, I don't care how bad they are. How bad they are. That is that is the lowest point total of the season from anybody. From anybody. And it's been some putrid basketball been played this season. It's quite a few teams. That the Wizards scored more. This Wizards never scored this low. The Pelicans never scored. Those 2 of the worst teams in the Pacers. They ain't scored this low. Yeah, I mean, so I'm going to give the credit to the defense because holding any NBA team to 66 points is a monumentous, brilliant defense. Foot and ass. That's what it is. It's not even foot and ass. New York Knicks is wearing the Brooklyn Nets like a new pair of fresh Timberlands. Foot and ass. You feel me? But yeah, I'm going with the defense, man. Because it was watching them play defense tonight. They haven't looked disconnected since I want to say November-ish, December-ish, like when we was really getting our cook on. You feel me? Like everybody was connected. It was high intensity on defense, and again, I said the Nets are number one in defense for the month. I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that. And we still gave him $120. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just everybody being connected in defense and paying attention to the details. The switches was crisp. The communication was there. And if we do that, no matter who the team is, we gonna win. Right? If we play defense with that same kind of intensity, no matter who we play, we gonna win. We might not win by 54, you know what I mean? we might not win by 54 like we did against the Nets, but we gonna win. It's just one more time, play the Nick Claxton video. I need to hear it again.
Me, I've never lost to the Knicks since I've been in the league. I don't think so. Yeah, so it's always fun playing against him now.
We've been kicking his ass so long. He grew his dreads, cut them off, and grew them back. That's how long we've been kicking his ass. And his locks are a good length now too. So that is going to tell you how long we've been kicking his ass since he made that comment. Nicholas Claxton is the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you for making that statement. Because shit ain't been the same since. 13 in a row is a beautiful day. Okay. Landry Shamet is hot, right, tonight. And we starting to see the rotation get tighten, right? I don't like that. I don't like that term. But the rotation is getting shortened. Do you think moving forward we stay with this kind of 8-man rotation, or does Mike Brown open up the rotation a little bit more?
I think it should depend on, one, the opponent, and two, how everyone is playing individually. Again, we're super talented. And so, if it's someone's night, someone got it going, you let them eat. It looks like tonight he went with Shamet over JC, which looked like the right move. But shooters don't have it every night. And so as the coach, you have to be able to read that, right? Like I said last game, Deuce didn't have a good game against Dallas. And at some point, it should have been a decision should have been made. Okay, let me try something else. And so I think that's what should be happening. I think we let Landry run it as long as he can, especially because defensively, defensively, he's better than JC, or at least what we've seen from JC. So I mean, I'm okay with him taking JC's minutes right now, but then again, on nights when someone doesn't have it, we need to be able to make adjustments. But I loved what I saw from Landry today. He was amazing.
Yeah.
It's super good to see his shot falling, especially after shoulder injury. Remember, last season took him a little while to get back in the rhythm, and it seemed like this one he just jumped right back in from where he stopped.
Yeah. definitely. We kind of had this conversation before when we knew he was warming up to come back, right? We knew it was going to have to be a decision made. Look at JB moving the ball, man. That's what I want to see. Ball move. I mean, look, Florida offense, 3-point shots. It's beautiful. But when we knew this was going to be a difficult decision that had to be made, from what I've seen over this stretch, I can definitely see Mike Brown going with Landry Shamet over Jordan Clarkson, like consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not only because of the shooting. We know that Jordan Clarkson is a bucket, right? But it's because also what Landry can do on the defensive end. Like, that's no knock to Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson does give effort on the defensive end. Like, he competes, as Mike Breen like to say, right?
Sometimes.
Now, he tries. He just
he tries.
He's defensively inclined. You feel me? And he definitely gives effort. So, but he's just not really a good defender. That's not where his game is at. Landry is a better defender. So I see him, taking Jordan Clarkson minutes. Obviously, Tyler is not getting minutes no more because, Deuce and Landry has always been the plan A. You feel me? And both of them back. Yeah, I mean, you get defense and you get shooting from both of them. Obviously, Tyler's the better playmaker out of the three, but he doesn't do that at such a level that warrants him being played over two really good all-ball defenders and two really good three-point shooters, right? So, yeah, Landry Shamet is going to be the rotation shrinker because not only he's a good defender and shooter, he can play multiple positions. He could play a small ball three. We've seen it. He could play it at two. And in a pinch, he can play a little bit of one. Like, he can orchestrate offense in a pinch, right? I think his very earliest stages of the NBA, I remember him playing one at points. You feel me? I'm not sure if it was either in Phoenix or in Brooklyn, but I remember him playing the one at some points. So, yeah, I like JC. But I do warn Mike Brown about this. JC is a scorer. You're going to need him at some point.
Yep.
You're going to need him to have to stay in rhythm. So I'm glad tonight was a blowout. And even though he didn't get to play meaningful minutes, he did get 12 minutes tonight. He did get the court. He did get to put up 4 shots. He only made 1, but he did get to put up 4 shots. But he's going to need to still see live basketball action to stay in rhythm because especially going to the playoffs, we're going to need JC at some point. I mean, he's one of those, I hate to use Draymond Green terms, right? But he could be a series shifter. You know what I mean? Like, he could be that player that alters one game. And that's why I agree with him because I've watched enough basketball in my life to know that it takes one other player to have a great game to shift the whole entire series. And he can be that. So we want to make sure, Mike Brown wants to make sure that he still sees some kind of meaningful minutes. I don't disagree that he should play Landry over JC. I just think that he got to find a way to keep JC in a rotation in whatchamacallit, active and in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the same breath, right? Do performances like tonight from Deuce and Shamet make Mike Brown's decisions easier or harder as far as the rotation goes?
I mean, I think it makes it harder, but it's a great problem to have. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when we have 2 guards or 2 shooters going at the same time, it opens up everybody. It opens up the court for everyone else. So it's kind of like what I say about Cat and JB, right? Like when both of them are going, and this is why I want to make sure Cat is involved early on, because when Cat gets going, then JB gets easier shots, and then Deuce and Mikal and OG get more open shots. Josh gets open shots. So the same thing for the bench. When Deuce and Landry get going at the same time, then it kind of opens up the court for everyone else, whoever else is on the court with them, whether it be Yabusele or Mitch Robb. Those two shooting threes, even if they miss and Mitch is there, there's an easy putback. Because we already know nobody's messing with him. Whoever is on the court with them, because at this point we haven't seen a consistent rotation. So it could be Mikal some nights. It was Cat today too, because they had Cat playing with that second unit. It opens up the court. Definitely. I mean, I don't know that it makes it harder, because I like we just said, it kind of looks like, based off of Mike Brown's comments post-game last, where he said, I know what to do. I know what the issue is. I know what to do. And then see his rotation today. It was like, okay, is this what he was talking about? Kind of like making Landry the, seventh man instead of JC. If this is the route that he's going, it's not a hard decision. The decision has been made. As long as it works, it works. I don't really care what happens as long as we win.
Landry Shamet was the sixth man. He was the first guy off the bench tonight.
Okay, he was the sixth man.
Yeah, he was the first guy off the bench. Him and Yabu came in at the same time, but we know Yabu ain't the sixth man because he might not.
He may not get to see much time.
I play next game. We know how that goes. Word. But yeah, I think those performances kind of solidifies. It makes it easier because it kind of solidifies what Mike Brown probably already knew. We saw from before Shamet got hurt what the idea was. JC was getting some PT at the time, but we knew he was in love and enthralled with the backcourt of Deuce McBride and Shamet off rip. Now that Shamet is healthy and back in the rhythm, I think it just makes him be able to look around at his coaching staff and be like, see? You feel me?
I mean, it makes sense because it kind of fits. He fits better into what this coach wants, which is shooting threes. JC can shoot threes, yes. I like him more taking the ball to the hoop.
Yeah.
His threes just seem really rushed to me. But those are his shots. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how he shoots.
Yeah, he's never on balance when he shoots.
Right, exactly. But no, them two together, especially how good Deuce has been shooting that three. It just fits Mike Brown's offensive scheme that he wants to implement.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to think, again, I said it, Shamet is multifaceted. He's like a different version of a Swiss Army knife. You feel me? Like we call Josh Hart a Swiss Army knife because he does a little bit of everything. But we know where his superpower lies. His hustle, is his rebounding, is getting to the cup. You feel me? Like
it's transition offense.
Yeah, that Landry Shamet is more like he could defend, he could shoot. You know what I mean? Low key, he has decent court vision. He could take guys off the dribble when need be. You know what I mean? Like, and if you watch, he's not a good finisher as Hart, but he could finish at the rim too. Mm-hmm. I mean, so I could see why, like, I'm going to go with this guy. He does. Yeah, I mean, he just simply does more. JC is a bucket, but I got a guy that could get buckets. He could shoot the three. He could defend. He could guard multiple positions. Like, I'm gonna go with that guy.
And the crazy thing is, like, JC and Landry are the same height, but Landry just looks bigger. Like on the court, like maybe because JC's so slim,
Yeah,
it makes him look a little smaller. Because I went and looked to see, like, and I'm like, dang, they're both 6'5", but Landry just looks bigger.
Yeah.
And one thing to that point, and I'm gonna talk about Deuce. Deuce has added that take the ball into the paint and hit a little mid-range lately.
Mhm.
And that's good to see him not just relying on the three, which we know he's been shooting at a high percentage this season,
Mhm.
but adding that into his game makes him super dangerous too.
Yeah, now for sure. Another stellar shooting night for my boy Deuce, 3 for 4 from 3-point range. Who would have thought he'd be shooting a basketball this good? I didn't see it coming. I knew he was going to be good. But definitely another wrinkle that needed to be added to the game, to your game, especially when you shooting the ball that good. You know the first thing they're going to try to do is run you off the 3-point line. You need a plan B. The plan B is getting to that. One thing I want to see Deuce work on, especially in the, like, not to look past the season, but especially in the off season, finishing at the rim and
Yes.
through contact. You feel me? Like finishing at the rim and finishing through contact. He don't do that well at all. But yeah, Deuce is still a level to Deuce that we haven't seen yet. Like, there's still a lot more growth that he has the capability of doing. And it's going to be dope to see over the next, hopefully, because this is a contract year for him, ain't it? Or next year?
I think it's this year.
It's going to be kind of expensive. No cap. It's gonna be, he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA now.
Yeah.
This will not come cheap. I'll be surprised.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. He's unrestricted 27-28.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got this season and next season.
Okay. Yeah. Got 2 more years. All right. We got 2 more years of Deuce at a discount. That okay. We can't make him, if he hit free agency, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
out.
the good part is that we own his bird rights.
Okay, yeah, but he hit free agency. He out of here for sure. I mean, he gonna get some bread.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and it's crazy because he has one of those reverse contracts.
So he get cheaper.
So yeah, so this season he makes 4.3, and next season he makes 3.9.
Oh, he get cheaper. Yeah, he gets better, but he get cheaper.
Right.
You know what I mean? That just goes to show you the value of developing your own players too. Like those. Yeah, that's a fact. It just goes to show you how important it is to develop them second rounders, man. Because we got him at a discount because he was still a project. Like his rookie deal was up, and it's like, all right, like you ain't really do nothing yet. So yeah, we gonna get
because we kind of hit him on the low.
Yeah, we gonna get you this little contract. You know what I mean? Because in his mind, he probably like, yo, I gotta take this contract because I don't know if I'm in the NBA next year if I don't. You feel me? So it was something that I can't remember what show it was, but we had a conversation about Tyler, and somebody was like, yo, we need to play Tyler. We need to play Tyler. We need to play Tyler. And I'm like, we develop it. And somebody said, oh, we don't know how to develop players. I'm like, yes, we do. Like, he's been a project. He's a second rounder. Like, he's getting better.
I mean, I don't know why anyone would say we don't develop players.
I want the same thing that happened with him that happened with Deuce. I want us to develop Tyler on the low. I think his rookie contract is up at the end of the season. Because it's 2 years, right? You got to, when you're a second round, I think you only get 2 years on your rookie contract. And if that's the case, he's about to get a Deuce McBride deal.
No. So we have him this season, next season. There's a club option 27-28, and then he becomes a restricted free agent 28-29.
Damn. I didn't even know second rounders contracts are that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they get like 2 years, 3 years max. But anyway, I don't really see Tyler like becoming a main fixture in the rotation until about it's almost time for him to re-sign. Like that's when we start seeing him get some minutes. Like if he's here that long, because who knows? You know, anything can happen. Happen. Because who knows? At the end of that, I saw a picture of Leon Rose and them sitting at the end of that Dallas game. I said, oh shit, somebody getting traded. But the way that man looked, somebody getting packed up.
What made me more nervous was Dolan leaving and not coming back. That made me more nervous.
But I will say this, Dolan has stayed out of basketball operations. You know what I mean? He had, and I give him credit because it's worked wonders.
Thus far, I think it would have took an embarrassing loss like to the Nets that he would have pulled the trigger on some shit.
I don't think he would have pulled the trigger on something. I think he would have definitely urged, hey, go get me, go do this. Something needs to happen. Something needs to be shooken up. He would have urged something. But I think his days of making basketball operation decisions are over. I think he said such. I think he said as such in an interview or something like that. I can't remember. And I think it started, even though that was the wrong, not the wrong person, but in hindsight, the message just sucks coming from that guy. But he said it when he said he first sat down with Phil Jackson. He's like, oh, I thought I knew basketball, but I realized I know nothing about basketball. Ever since then, like he's kind of been hands off. You feel me? Like ever since the Melo trade for real. And he realized how that blew up in his face. And he's like, you know what? Just go play my music, man. Like and show up to the Garden from time to time. Know what I mean? But but I definitely, if we would have lost tonight, yeah, for sure somebody would have got traded. It's still a possibility, right? Like we still have to see how we play moving forward. It's still a possibility. I don't know. If JC don't work his way back into the rotation, I could possibly see him being gone. Like, what's the point of having a player like Jordan Clarkson on the bench? What we signed him for, a year or some dumb shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why would you waste him for a year, like, and not get something in return if you're not going to play him, right? So that's somebody I would probably keep an eye on. You know, everybody got their speculations on who's getting traded, who's getting moved, all this other shit. And a lot of it has to do with Cat. Me personally, Cat's not going anywhere. I don't believe it's happening. I don't believe it's happening. I don't see any trade package that will make us championship contenders this season. Like that'll put us over the hump and be like, yeah, we're going to win now because of this, right? Because everybody's screaming Giannis. Obviously, Giannis is a great talent, but we're going to have to give up so much. It's not going to be a one-on-one trade. Milwaukee is not taking a one-on-one trade for Giannis. Antetokounmpo and Cat. That's just ridiculous to think so. If you think that's how it's going to work, that's not. It's going to cost another player and some picks, maybe a few other players that we're going to have to take for some straight burgers, right? We're going to have to take a few other players for straight burgers, and I don't think the money works that way for us to even do that. I'm not sure. I'm not the budget guy. I would defer to Fraz about that. You feel me? But I don't see anything that we could do as far as like a star trade wise that'll make that happen. I do think, not saying that I want to do it, I do think there may be some options out there for Jordan Clarkson that you could possibly get a role player or two that kind of fit more what we're trying to do.
The only bad thing that I say that wouldn't work, he only makes 2.2.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
So I say you just keep him there. He's the vet of the team.
Yeah.
He's the thug if we need him to be. he just gonna have to wait his turn.
Yeah.
Really, 2.2, we're not getting nothing. We're not getting no one unless we're doing like someone gets waived and we bring them on type thing.
Yeah, I don't want to. Remember, I don't want to trade anybody. I'm honestly anti-trade. I hate.
Let me address what some of these guys are saying in the chat.
Right.
Y'all talking about my boy Mitch. Come on now. All the good stuff that Mitch do for this team.
Of course it's this guy.
All the stuff, all the great stuff that he does and how important he is to not only the defense, but even the offense. And y'all gonna talk smack about Mitch, our longest tenured Nick? Come on now. Granted, he ain't putting up huge points, but his rebounding is still the best in the league. Second chance threes because of his rebounding is, I think at one point we were the best in the league. Like, come on. Although, he doesn't fill up the box score, y'all can't downplay what he does do for this team. And trust me, any other contending team will take Mitch off of us in a heartbeat.
Facts. Yo, Mitch ain't going nowhere, man. I just want y'all to know this, right? Like, Mitch ain't going nowhere. You could talk about it's Steven. Steven does this. Steven is irritant. That's my guy. Steven's been here for a while. Yeah, I mean, you did, Steven. I'm kind of mad at you because you disappeared for a minute. Just FYI. But Steven does this. He's an irritant. You feel me? He's been getting on my nerve for years now. But Mitch ain't going nowhere. You complain about his free throw shooting, but his impact, even in spite of his poor free throw shooting, is tremendous, right? Like, tremendous. It's tremendous to the point, you know how many poor free throw shooting bigs are in the NBA? But nobody cares. They're not doing a hacker, whoever the fuck that guy is, right? But they do hacker Mitch because they need him off the court. That's to say it all. They're so terrified of this man being on the court. It'd be 6 minutes in the quarter, and they're doing hacker Mitch, so he could go sit down. That shows you his impact. He's that dominant at what he does.
I agree. Even the Mavericks, they were whipping our ass and still did a hacker Mitch.
Facts. Like 20.
Still did a hacker Mitch.
It was up like 20, and they did a hacker Mitch. I said, ain't no fucking way. You up 20 points and you doing hacker Mitch. But yeah, Mitch, injuries and all, when he's healthy, I really think they can play him, right?
No, for sure. I think
I really
they're
think
just being.
I think they just more like, yo, we are going to get you to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We going to drag your ass to the playoffs. And
Oh
then
yeah, because come playoff time, he's not missing no games.
and he's going to play big minutes. And he's going to play big minutes.
And I think the closer we get to the end of the season, he's gonna play bigger minutes and more games. And even though his minutes are limited, he's still putting in work.
Facts. There's no lies to take. He's averaging like 23 minutes a game. Like, and he's still like still averaging like 4 to 5 offensive rebounds a game. Like averaging like almost 10 rebounds a game. Come on, what are we talking about here?
So he's number 1 in offensive rebounds this season so far. In the 31 games played, averaging 19 minutes.
Come on,
he's
man.
Averaging 4.9 offensive rebounds.
He's almost averaging 10 rebounds and 19 minutes a game. What are we talking about, bro?
Right.
What are we talking about? How many times? Listen, how many times already this season late game comebacks was late game comebacks, and he's a pivotal part of the reason why we let offensive rebound, kick out, offensive rebound again, kick out, 3-pointer. Like, come on.
And when you think about it, so total rebounds, he's 13th in the NBA with 9.1 rebounds a game, but he's only averaging 19 minutes a game. Everyone above him, the 12 players above him are averaging 26 and more minutes. And he still, honestly, is tied with the number 12 player in amount of rebounds. Yeah. So really, he's, let's say, at 12, and everyone above him has over 10 minutes more played than him.
Yeah, Mitch is the guy. Steven, you trying to gloat about being right about Julius Randle. I think we would have made the conference finals with Julius Randle as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but are you right? Because it seemed like the rest of New York want Cat gone. So are you right for real? I'm just saying, like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna spend the rest of my day talking to Steven. So before we get up out of here, let's talk about the players only meeting. I don't obviously we don't know what was said.
Right.
I mean, this is if you looking for us to be like, oh, my sources told you, you're in the wrong place. Right. Yeah, so I think it was so after the loss, obviously, after the loss in Dallas, you know, the players called the players only meeting. I think it was something that was absolutely needed. You saw remnants of that players only meeting probably happening on the bench during that game with JB's speech to the team. From what I could gather and what the professional lip readers of TikTok and Twitter have deduced, that it seemed like more of a message of accountability for the players and not on the coaching staff. And I'd like to think that it had tangible results, you know, because we just gave out a tremendous biblical ass whipping of epic proportions that never been seen by the New York Knicks or anybody this season thus far. You know, giving major belt to ass to the Brooklyn Nets. I keep on about to call them the New Jersey Nets every time. You know, major belt to ass. You know, and shout out to the guys for rallying, because nothing makes me more. I know they looked, right? I know they looked. It was like, yo, we play the Nets next, right? Dallas ain't really shit. And we just got washed by these guys. We for sure can't go into the Garden and lose to the Nets. The Knicks, yeah, if we would have, for whatever reason, right, we would have went into this game in the Garden and got washed up by the Nets, I'm pretty positive some fans would have stormed the court. I'm pretty positive of it. You'd have had a fan or two storm the court. What the fuck are y'all doing? But nah, it is definitely something that needed. Hopefully, today's game was a revelation and letting the team see that if we keep up this style of play, we're gonna get back to our winning ways. Sis, what you're feeling on the team meeting?
I mean, I think it was necessary. I think, every time we hear of teams, not only the Knicks, but teams throughout the league having players-only meetings, it usually results in good things. While I feel that coach had a lot of involvement in this, the team at some point has to, have their own accountability. And so I think it was necessary. I think, in today's game, although it was the Nets, we saw a lot of pride in this team, which I feel like was missing. I think we saw a lot of, there was a lot of things where I'm like, okay, this probably was talked about. For example, in the 2 times that Cat got the offensive fouls back to back, he didn't really bitch and moan like he normally did. He said something to the refs after the second one, but we seen him today get beat up down in the paint, and he didn't really argue the way he has been. So I'm sure that was something that was mentioned. Like, we need to remain focused on the game, whether they give us the, calls or not. We can't let ourselves get taken out of the game. And I think we saw that in fruition today, where they didn't really argue. I think there was a call on JB where I was like, huh? Just as a fan, and he didn't argue. He just looked at the ref and kept it moving. And I think that's important. Like, we can't lose focus, because clearly if once we lose focus, we go down, it goes downhill from there. So I'm assuming that was mentioned. Just soul searching. You could see the chemistry there today. Everyone looked to get everyone involved. So I'm sure that was mentioned. So, I mean, I think we'll see. Again, it was the Nets. I want to see how this translates in the next game against Philly.
Facts. I agree. I want to see.
But you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Why not tonight?
I think tonight was a tremendous confidence booster. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But this is kind of going to segue into what I want to say, like to wrap this all up. Well, this is going to be it, right? You had a lot of, talk heads, big media talk heads, and I don't know why I went on Twitter for whatever reason. I barely be on there anymore, but for whatever reason, I guess I was bored and I started scrolling to it. And everybody, they call a team meeting. Oh, this is danger zone if this is happening.
No, I don't think so.
What? Why? Why all the panic? Yes, nobody wants to lose 9 out of their last 11. That is far from ideal. We're still in the 3rd seed. We're still in the 3rd seed with 40-something games, with 30-something games left, right? Like, why is this such a big panic? Oh my God, the world is falling. No, we're still in the 3rd seed, 30-something games left. It's something that needs to happen. This is how you right the ship. You call a team meeting to figure out, yo, what's up? Like, we know we better than this. We've played better than this. Now, it'd be a different story if we kind of limped along the way the whole season, right? Like, if we didn't have stretches where we saw that we were dominating and we had stretches where we looked like a championship team. Now, if those stretches didn't exist, then it'd be something to worry about. But we have reference points to how good this team can be, both offensively and defensively, right? So to me, there's no need to panic. You feel me? But this is going on to the last thing, is talking about the overall sense of panic. I don't get it. You feel me? Like, there are rough patches throughout the season. Like, every team goes through it. Maybe ours was maybe a little bit more pronounced than most. I also feel like it was covered it's covered differently because it is the Knicks. And, you know, mainstream media loves to kick
everybody watching us.
Yeah, they love to kick the Knicks while they're down. So this is the perfect opportunity for everybody to get on their soapbox and, the Knicks are not this, they're not that. So they know they're going to get clicks. So they, fear-based trade talks. Everybody got a fucking source. All sources tell me that, they're actively shopping Cat. Shut the fuck up. You don't have sources on shit. Cat and Leon Rose was just laughing and giggling right before the game. Right before the game. So if you think your sources know more than Cat's agent and didn't put Cat on, you're a fucking moron. Because Cat's agent would be the first person put on notice that, hey, we looking to shop your boy. And even if they didn't tell his agent directly, he would have word, because I'm pretty sure all these top agents have sources inside the organization to stay ahead of a lot of these things. But there's no trade. There's no trade for Cat coming. It's not going to happen. Give that shit up. Either get on board with what we got or go root for another fucking team. Get the fuck out of here with all this. I know we didn't win in a long time. I know, guys. I know. But yo, this is life in the NBA. It's an 82-game season. It's going to be ups and downs. These downs should not have lasted as long as they did. I give you that. But this team, we all know that this team is too talented to stay on this track. We all know this. You can pretend like you don't know. Stephen Kenny said, I nominate Brunson for head coach. Listen, I like Rick Brunson as a assistant coach. I also think it might be a reason why he never got a head coaching job. That's all I'm gonna leave that there. Maybe he never wanted it. That could be a reason, but you never know.
And to be honest, the Knicks got investigated for making him the associate head coach. Imagine if we make him the head coach. We're going to be in hot water.
Facts.
We don't need that right now.
Facts. Nah, but yeah, I Knicks fans, listen to me, man. Stay calm. The ship will be righted. We're going to be back to putting consistent belt to ass. I don't think this game was an anomaly. It was a one-off. I don't think we go and lose to Philly. I think the team realized that, hey, if we put this kind of I got the replay happening right now on the TV, and I keep on peeking over, and I keep on catching glimpses of the defense that we were playing. And I'm like, this is all effort-based. It's all about communication. And those were the things that we were lacking. continuity and communication. It is not a talent thing. It is not. This stretch was not a talent thing. I don't, my entire panel disagree with me, but I don't even think it was a coaching thing. I think it was largely effort based, right? I don't know if it was some jet lag left over from fucking the winning the cup. I really just feel like we thought we was going to outscore everybody. I really feel like that's how this team was going into games. Like, they start off the game up, all right, they got 2 points, no worries. Up, they score 4 points, no worry. Up, they hit a 3, no worries. Oh shit, we're down 15. All right, let's. That's a fact. No, we down 15. Okay, let's try a little harder. Up, we down 20. It's the second half now. Let's really try. Like, that's how we was approaching games.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because we touched on it last show when you weren't here. And because we played Brooklyn and they don't play such a fast pace of basketball, could that be a reason why our defense looks super good? Because it seems like we struggle against teams that push the pace on us and we can't set on defense. And so today we were able to set on defense. But let's say when we play, let's say a Philly whose their guards are super fast, the defense may not look so solid. Do you think?
So I'll point to the second half of the Dallas game. Dallas plays a fast pace, right? I don't know if I don't watch enough Dallas basketball to say that they do this consistently, but they were playing fast pace against us. Missing makes, they were pushing the ball up the court, getting easy buckets. Second half, after Coach Brown said the discussion in the locker room was pretty much do your jobs, play with effort, everybody be accountable. We held that same team that scored 70-something to 39 points by cutting down their transition baskets and playing stellar defense because of effort. You know what I mean? Like, if you're getting beat down the court, it's not because you don't have the talent to do so. Like, you're just not running down the court. That's just really what it is. You're not getting back down the court. You're out of position because you're not getting. That's not a talent thing, right? Being talented on defense.
I mean, it could be because some of our guys are slow. I feel like Cat running at his fastest pace is still slow as fuck.
You know why I disagree with that? Cat looks super slow because he's too busy fucking complaining about the foul that he didn't get. Like, yo, everybody, like, the NBA is super fast. So the time that you're spending going, looking to the ref before you start running, go foul, they're already up the court. By the time you start getting into your full speed run, they're already up the court. Same thing with JB. He get fouled sometimes and he turns his head to go talk to the ref. They're already up the court. That's not talent. That's just effort. You're putting your effort into the wrong place. We know we're not going to get the whistle, right? We know we're not going to get the whistle. So why even complain about it? Leave that to the fans to do. That's our job to complain about the refs. That is supposed to be your coach's job to complain about the refs. That's the one thing I don't like about Mike Brown, is the fact that he don't yell at the refs enough.
At all.
I need that to happen.
He don't yell at them at all.
It's a bad call, yell at the fucking refs. Let them know, hey, I see you cheating. And that's another thing, too, throughout that stretch of basketball, right? Like that awkward space that we was in. The free throw discrepancy was disgusting. Every night. Disgusting, the free throw discrepancy. But yeah, I don't think it had much to do with the pace that Brooklyn played with. I just think it's the effort. It's the effort. I've seen us slow down fast-paced teams and make them play half-court games. I've seen us do it. We have the ability. Cat is slow. He makes himself tremendously slower by always turning around and yelling foul. And always falling on the floor. Stay off the floor. Every time you go to the cup, you don't need to fall to the floor. I don't understand that about... Again, I'm not an NBA player, but I've hooped in my life, right? Like, I don't remember ever having to fall to the floor for a driving layup. I don't remember ever having to do that. But for some reason in the NBA, everybody falls when they lay up the ball. You lay up the ball, you on the floor. That is bad because now you have to pick it. Again, the NBA game is so fast. The time that you're wasting picking yourself up off the floor, the other team is already on the other end trying to score. And for somebody as big as Cat, pause, it's hard for you to pick your whole big-ass body up off the ground and then have to sprint to go. Your man is already in the paint looking for an alley-oop or a layup. These are all effort things, man. Like, this is all effort. Because not only are you on the floor, you're yelling at the ref and looking at the ref. And the ref not even paying you no mind. I've never seen, in all my years of playing basketball, right? I've never seen a ref change a call because you yelled at them.
Never.
Oh, you're right, Cat. Foul. No, it's never happened. It's never happened.
They just get more annoyed and really don't call for you.
Exactly. How about Cat is a Knicks player. So I really don't be saying these things. But I watch mad times they not call you do some wild shit. I watch you go to the cuff the ball, take your other arm, and literally shove somebody out the way, and they ain't call nothing. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's hoop, bro. It just hoop. You know what I mean? And the fouls will come. If they come, they come. If not, it's hoop. Because the overall sense is you trying to win the game. Are you trying to win a game or are you trying to collect the most fouls? I don't like what we doing here. And if you stop complaining, they may call more fouls for you. They just might. Or wait until it's a dead ball. And then you can have a conversation with the ref. Yo, on this play, yo, he smacked me in the face. Like, what's up? He said Twitter expand. I don't see none of the Twitter.
Yeah, me either.
None of the Twitter comment. And who put Knickerbocker? But yeah, I don't see none of those. That's good because I don't like Twitter anyway. And the people over there are mean for no reason. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think I ain't got nothing else unless you do.
No, I think we're good. We play
Saturday.
Dang, we gotta wait till Saturday.
But listen, at this point of the season, I want my guys to get as much rest as possible. You know what I mean?
So we play Saturday at 2 against Philly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll be around. Probably.
But a good test to see.
Yeah, we owe them.
Take a step back. So.
Yeah, we owe them for sure. We owe them.
We got a question.
Nick fans trade Karl Anthony Towns for hell fucking no. Fuck I want Sabonis for.
Facts.
What? So y'all talk about Cat don't play no defense. Sabonis don't play no fucking defense neither. Zero defense. Have y'all watched Sabonis play basketball? I mean, because it's the first time Stephen Kennedy agreed in a while. Absolutely, Stephen. Because Nah. Because listen, I'm not calling Sabonis a bum, but he's a fucking bum.
That's just coming back from injury. Who's on injury management?
A fucking bum, bro. He's a rebounder. Like he's a glorified role player. Let's be perfectly honest. He barely in his career he barely averaged over 20 points a game. And he rebounds. That's it. He don't shoot the three well. He's undersized for a foul. Let's keep it a buck.
And that's not a fact. That is absolutely
Super
wrong. You don't watch Knicks basketball because that is not a true statement.
Super cat. Super cat. But yeah, that boy Sabonis. He I'm looking for the stats and stuff right
He
now.
averaging 15 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists.
You know what I'm saying? He's 6'10". Hey, come on. You're gonna trade Cat for that? You're gonna trade a guy that, and this is considered a down season for him. Somebody who's averaging 20 points a game and 11 rebounds for a guy that's averaging 15 and what?
15 and 11.
So I'm just going to downgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna purposely downgrade. And the other guy you named ain't shit. The Keon kid is dirt.
Yeah, he's out of the rotation.
Keon Ellis is dirt, bro. That's the guy that JB got the bucket on.
Yep.
Which way did remember the remember the old Looney Tune? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Yeah, that's what he was.
And let's go back to Sabonis has only played 14 games this season. There's no motherfucking way you make a big trade like that for that.
First of all, I'm not a big Cat complainer. Is he annoying? No, but I want him on my team still. Is he annoying? Absolutely, but I still want Cat here.
It kills me when fans of other teams come on here and say y'all Knicks fans without ever watching us, because 9 times out of 10, what you hear from other Knicks fans is not what you hear on this show.
Facts. Facts. One of the first things I said when we traded for Cat, right? He said, yes, y'all. Yeah, all right. One of the first things I said when we traded for Cat, right? I said, all right, I didn't want him here, but he a Knick now, so I'm riding with him.
How many shows did we say, okay, we were wrong. We're happy he's a Knick.
And which y'all call constructive criticism complaining, which is wild. There is a difference between complaining and constructive criticism. These are things we want Cat to do better. We want. You see, I thought we was finished talking about the trade. Facts. It's facts. You know what? You're right. Mike, you are right. We are done talking about the trade. I'm not tolerating. From here on out, I am not tolerating no more trade talk on Knicks and Ish. I hope the brothers watch this and they can hear me. I am not tolerating no more trade talk. Until somebody actually gets traded, I'm not tolerating no more trade talk. This is something that I never like doing. If you go watch me every year, I'd say the same shit. I hate hypothetical trades. I do not like it. It's nasty. It's nasty and it's very clickbaity. I don't like it. So we're not doing that anymore. You feel me? But I like a Cat part of my team. Is he flawed? Absolutely. Am I going to criticize him when he's doing bad? Abso-fucking-lutely. Then that goes for whoever's on the team. JB could get work too.
And has.
Word. I'm a fan of the New York Knicks. I'm going to criticize everybody on the roster if they're not playing to their abilities. That don't necessarily mean I'm complaining. Oh, there he trolling. Paul Pierce going. Yeah, I saw. I'm gonna say this. I'm closing out. This is not Knick related, but it brought me joy, right? Because Paul Pierce is always talking shit about the Knicks, and so happened it reoccurred his the All-American Slam Dunk contest with him, and him miss a trip. This is supposed to be the most athletic you are in your life. You 18, 19 years old. This is the most bounciest you probably ever going to be in your whole entire life. And this motherfucker couldn't complete two-hand dunks. He is like 6'7", 6'8", and we're missing two-hand dunks. I don't want to hear Paul Pierce talk about anything ever again in life, bro. You were delusional. You knew you had no hops. You knew you had zero bunnies, but yet still you participated in a dunk contest. That is wild. It made me happy. Everything bad about Paul Pierce makes me happy. I see anything bad about him, I'm instantly smiling. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. That made my day today. Watching him miss a bajillion dunks as a spry early teen guy. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss any Knicks and Ish lives. T3 and D, make sure you subscribe since you ain't here talking shit. Make sure you subscribe for sure. Yeah, I mean, we can use the subscribers. Road to 1,000. Yeah, I mean, go cop some merch. The Shopify is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as I speak. And if you don't want to type in the link, it is connected to the YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we got some stuff there. And we'll see y'all Saturday. Since you gotta do it.
Hit the alley.
Boom shakalaka! The Knicks are grit. These kids and our pot ain't just lit. Bet it's the littest. Cut. You know we lit. Cut. You know we lit. You know we lit. You know we lit. Turn up, know we lit. Turn up. You know we lit. Let's go T-Time.